I'm recording. So hello everyone. Today we are all assembled here for a KT on Pathways. Pathways is a fantastic program being offered by Toastmasters International, which is present in a large number of countries. Can you put in the chat window how many countries is Pathways present in or Toastmasters present in? Do you want a clue? Shall I give you some clues? Option A, 100. Option B, 49. Option C, 149. Option D, 200.
I'll answer. 149. I've been there for some time. If I don't answer, then it doesn't worth it.
Okay, go ahead. Sangeeta, you can answer. You can answer from the multiple choice questions. You can answer how many countries is Toastmasters present in. 149. Option C. You got it right. But unlike Kaun Banega Crorepati program or Who Becomes a Millionaire, we don't get money here. But yes, we will always get lots of applause and vitamin appreciation and vitamin recognition from all the Toastmasters assembled in this meeting. So let's give her a round of applause. And those who cannot unmute, may I request you to put her a heart sign. So I'm putting a heart sign for Sangeeta who made, yes, you get money here, but you get knowledge. Venkat says that, yeah, but you get heart signs and lots of applause. So let's give a round of applause to Sangeeta. Wonderful, Sangeeta. So next, so we mentioned it is present in 149 countries and Toastmasters helps you enhance two different skills. One starts with L and the other starts with C. So I would like Pinky and Sangeeta to be maintaining silence, but you have to tell me who's going to answer first. Let's see who types in first. L for what and C for what? Akash, Satish, Hemani, others can answer. Excellent. So Hemani gets the first set of points. She typed L for leadership. Excellent. What is C for? Satish, Akash, and others. Venkat, yes, you can pitch in. Okay. Venkat knows the answer. He's been elected as president, obviously. Yeah. Okay. Hemani gets the second prize as well. That is C for communication. So a round of applause to Hemani, L and C. Yes, Toastmasters helps you improve your leadership and communication skills once you become a paid member, because it has a well-researched program that has been in existence for more than 90 years. In fact, by 2024, we would be completing 100 years as an organization. This organization was set up by one particular gentleman in US. Can you name him? Now this question is open to all except Pinky. Pinky would act as the judge for this. You can type in the name. The person who founded this non-profit volunteer organization, which is present in 149 countries, way back, nearly 100 years back. Let me see who answers this first. I'll give you a clue. His middle initial is C and his first name starts with R. First name starts with R. If you give me a chocolate, I can reveal the second name, that first letter of the second name as well. Fantastic. That prize goes to Venkat Sai, Ralph C. Smedley. He's the person who actually had the brilliant idea of setting up a non-profit organization, because until then, there are a lot of businesses which help you improve these skills, right? But they will actually, charge a lot of money. So it was founded in 1924. So that's why nearly close to, I would say just close to 100. We will celebrate the centenary soon. So Ralph Spees Medley, I hope all of you will not forget this name. Now, when he set it up, based on the members' experience, and of course, they have a research team which did a lot of psychological studies on people who faced a lot of issues in, in leadership, in their professional spheres, in their personal life, etc., because they could not communicate well, or because they could not speak in public in proper manner, or because they could not face the fear of speaking on stage. Now, the next question to all of you is, what is the fear of speaking on stage known as? Otherwise called stage fright. It's a phobia. It's a phobia. What is this fear known as? I'll tell you, it is the top two fears in the minds of human beings around the world. Around the world. Only two things people fear in the world, it seems. I thought people fear lizards and spiders, etc., because I am afraid of cockroach and all that. But it seems worldwide, men and women, they fear death and then this particular stage fright. Yes, glossophobia. Pinky and Venkat got it right. Glossophobia, Glosso, glossophobia. Now here, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for, first of all, taking the first step forwards towards success by paying your fees for Toastmasters International. You are already on the pathway to success. Now then, why are we having this session today? Because this session, we would be discussing details of a beautiful program by Toastmasters, a very well-structured, well-researched program, which is available online only to those who have paid to Toastmasters. Only for the paid members, they have a secret portal called Pathways. So welcome to Pathways. Welcome to the magical world of Toastmasters. Now, let me take you to the website of Toastmasters. Can anyone type in the chat window, what is the website address of Toastmasters? Now, that was an easy one. I think during the pre-meeting network, I did discuss. Come on, quickly. The moment you type in, I'm going to share. Excellent. That prize goes to the $1 million lady again, Sangeeta Gauri Shankar, www.toastmasters.org. Yes, if you go to Google, yes, Paydi is giving appreciation to Sangeeta for answering fastest fingers first. So this is the page you get once you reach toastmasters.org. After that, you need to give your email ID, which you had given to the membership team at the time of registering. So the email ID which I had provided almost 9 years back was this one. But this is not my current email ID because you can always change it later. But my user ID, I still retain it as the original email ID with which I had joined. Okay, so this is my email ID. Okay, and for this particular thing, may I request, say, Sangeeta to probably, not Sangeeta, Pinky to probably share her email ID here. Pinky, would you be able to log in here? For a change, I just thought.
So shall I log in and share my screen? Is it?
Yes, yes, yes. That will be good. Yeah.
Just give me a second.
Sure,
One second.
Sure, yeah. Because I just wanted you to get a flare of, because each person's login, things would be different. The reason is once you log into Pathways, if you see there is something called Pathways at the top. Do you see this Pathways? So even without login, right? Even without login, you can actually find out certain things.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible. Excellent.
So this is my email ID.
Yes.
And here I'm typing the password.
Excellent.
Here I log in.
Yes, suppose you are not able to, you are having some login issues, you can always say forgot password. Yes, and to ensure that you're not a robot, or if you, to avoid any kind of fraud, etc., they usually ask these kind of questions. Identify a traffic light, identify a car, identify mountains or hills, etc.
No, Pinky has a test.
Yeah.
Where is the third mountain?
That the middle one. There's a middle one. Pinky,
oh,
this
one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this may not always come. It comes occasionally. Right, Pinky? Not always we get this error. Yeah.
Mostly you'll get the easy one, the traffic lights and all 99% of the time.
Fantastic, Pinky. This is Pathways. You have logged into Toastmasters and on the top you see Pathways. So may I request you, Pinky, to first go and click on About. About. First click on About. Yes. So if you go here, you will get all about Toastmasters. Now I told you certain things. What is the history? Who set it up? But if you are in doubt, you can always go and check this. You can also find one important thing called Rotary Alliance. I'm sure all of you would have heard of Rotary International. Have you heard of Rotary International? You can type yes. Why in the chat window if you've heard of it? Rotary International. I'm sure in every city of the world, almost Rotary is present. So Toastmasters has entered into an alliance with Rotary International so that even the Rotary members get leadership training or communication training from Toastmasters and vice versa. Suppose a Toastmasters club wants to set up a Rotary club, yes, they will give you support. The other way around, if a Rotary club wants to sponsor a Toastmasters club, all of their members or a part of their members can become part of Toastmasters. Secondly, they also feel that there are wonderful programs by Toastmasters, including programs for children called Gavel clubs. So they also advocate that we collaborate with Rotary clubs near our locations so that we bring in them for our meeting, or you can visit their meetings, stating that you are a Toastmaster, would like to experience Rotary. Other than that, you will see, if you go to Pathways, next we are going to Pathways. Let's click on Pathways. Okay, apart from Pathways, you will see there are many other stuff like education, membership, Leadership Central. Leadership Central, you get access only when you become a board member or executive committee member. Then resources are common for all paid members of Toastmasters. You can go and explore. There are a lot of magazines. There are a lot of tips for public speaking. There are a lot of tips for corporate communication, how to persuade your manager to give you salary hike, promotions, how to expand your business. Every single thing is captured because remember, this organization is nearly 100 years old. Whatever problem you're facing in life, someone else has faced it in the past. Again, you have a repository of all the magazines from the beginning. So magazines are found here. Nowadays, they have e-copy after COVID. Okay, before that, they used to send physical copies, but I'm sure they have digitized it and uploaded it on the website because I did go through some past editions. So please do take a, whenever you feel bored, next time, instead of going to Instagram Reels or watching YouTube, mindless YouTube watching, when you go down the sinkhole, no, just go to the magazines and just keep browsing them. It's time pass, but you will definitely enhance your knowledge. Apart from that, you also, the people who like to shop, shopaholics like me, you can always go and shop for, if you want a bag with Toastmasters International logo. Yes, if you want a hoodie or a sweater, etc. with Toastmasters, pens with Toastmasters logo, etc. This is the place for you. Now let's get back to business. Pathways. If you just click on Pathways, you see these many things, right? Choose a path, go to Basecamp, and then Pathways updates. So first, let's go to Basecamp. So can we go to Basecamp? Pinky? Pinky has already done 4 paths. Okay, so in her Basecamp, let's see what all we see. If you see here, the number 1 block will be choose your path for $20. Before you get scared, oh my God, I need to pay $20 again. No, no, no. If you are a new member, you don't have to pay the $20 again. But if you're me or Pinky, because we have already completed many paths, every new path, yes, you need to pay $20 extra. Okay, so that is why for Pinky, it is showing like this. Now, second block is access my path through Basecamp. Typically, you're part of one Toastmasters club. So, but for Pinky, since she's part of multiple clubs, you can see what all clubs she is part of also. Toastmasters Club of Baroda, Swami Vivekananda Club. So she will choose Charismatic Speakers Toastmasters Club, just for example. And then the third block that you see is the navigator. Now, today I am here giving you a overview of pathways. Suppose you don't remember this, or what if, you forgot whatever you learned today? No worries. You can always go to Navigator. It is very easy to follow instructions. You can just go through the Navigator. It will help you navigate through pathways. Okay, so now let's go to her Basecamp. Yes, let's go to Basecamp. We'll see what all are part of the Basecamp. Now, when you hear the word Basecamp, where have you heard this term before? Has any of you read any updates about Mount Everest? People who climbed Mount Everest. Who was the first person to climb Mount Everest, by the way? Two people. I think two people climbed Mount Everest first. I know it's an out of syllabus question, but whoever answers it gets double points, I would say. So who are the people, the first human beings to have, officially, okay, maybe in the 2000 years back, somebody might have, but in the recent 100 years or recent 150 years, who are the human beings who have climbed Mount Everest for the first time? Anybody? Are you typing in the chat window? If you are Edmund Hillary, yes, excellent, Akash. And Venkat Sai says, yes, Hillary and this. I think spelling probably little bit different. Yes. Yeah, Hillary and Norgay. That's right. So second spelling is right. Venkat Sai spelling is right. Excellent. So points to Akash and Venkat. Let's put heart sign out for them. Shall we do that? Let's appreciate those who answered. That is another thing which you get used to Toastmasters, because in Toastmasters, everything we give a round of applause. You do something right, yes, there is a round of applause. If you are courageous enough to attempt something, you give a round of applause again. Okay, so now if you see Basecamp for Pinky, when you're climbing Mount Everest, because it's a very steep and very dangerous path, they don't carry all their equipments along with them. They carry the oxygen tank, but maybe the medical supplies, the food supplies, etc. They put it in a tent at the base of Mount Everest. That's called base camp. This is a very rudimentary definition, but a detailed definition you can always look up on Google. So this is a place where you will get, it's like a toolkit. Everything will be there for you. Okay, I think Naina is joining the meeting. Fantastic. So if you see here, in the base camp, you find things like paths and learning. Do you see that? Paths and learning. Can you tell me what is the path that Pinky is having in her path? This thing. You can read it. It starts with I. The clue is I. Innovative planning. Yeah, that is a no-brainer. Innovative planning is the path that she has chosen. Okay. And in any path, there are 5 levels. How many levels? 5 levels in every path. How many paths are there in total? Anybody knows? I know Pinky knows, other than Pinky and Venkat. How many paths are there in total? Toastmasters is currently offering how many paths for new members to select from?
11.
11. Who answered that? Was it Naina?
Yes.
Naina, wonderful entry. You have arrived with a bang and you have set the stage on fire. Your answer is correct. As of now, Toastmasters is offering 11 paths and each of the paths have 5 levels each. So the path that Pinky has chosen, as evident from her base camp, is innovative planning. Apart from this, what do you see on her base camp? Do you see some things on the right-hand side? My feedback, my badges, my documents. Do you see those things? Yes, fantastic. So what you can do is, if you want to even save your speeches, you can create in the My Documents, you can create folders and you can save your speeches if you wish to. I do not do that. I tend to, keep it on my machine or in my diary. It's our personal preference. Nobody will force you to do. But if you want a safe place to keep everything, yes, they give you cloud storage. You can save all your speeches, all your evaluations in My Documents. Is that okay? Clear? You can say yes, why in the chat window if you're clear so far. Yes. Thank you so much. Next, we have my badges. So what do you see in my badges? My badges. So Pinky, can you click on my badges? Yes. In my badges, wow, she has so many badges. Yes, because she has completed 4 whole paths. So every time you finish one level, you get one badge. Do you see that? Level 1 achieved, level 2 achieved, level 3, 4, 5 achieved. And once you finish one entire path, for example, she has finished a path called strategic relationships. So it shows strategic relationships proficient. Okay, same way you see engaging humor proficient. Do you see that? Excellent. Even for activating a path, you get a badge. Engaging humor activated. Wonderful, right? Where else but in Toastmasters you get a badge for activating a path? Fantastic, correct? So in this way, you can get some badges. Apart from this, suppose I would like to appreciate Pinky for some particular thing, or one of you would like to appreciate Pinky, you can even give her a customized badge for that. Try doing that. I would say as an assignment, one of you, once you log in, please try to give Pinky or someone in your Toastmasters club a badge. You know, someone for being kind and helpful, or, you know, leadership, etc. Try creating your own badge and then assigning to her. Can you try that as an assignment? Is that okay with everyone? So what is the assignment one? Number one is login. Number 2, what is the number 2? Assign a badge. Fine. This is an easy thing to do. Assign a badge to someone in the club. See if you can do that. Okay. Next is, shall we go to the previous page, Pinky? Yeah, that was her document. She's not saving her speeches online. Otherwise, you could have seen her speeches online. Yeah. I think you have to go to the home. Yeah. I think that is one area of feedback for Toastmasters. When we click and there's no way to go back, it takes time to go back. Yeah. Yes. Excellent. So we just covered my documents and my badges. Next is my feedback. So let's go to my feedback. Yes. In my feedback, Pinky can actually she can actually give feedback requests to people. For example, what if she's giving a speech next Saturday? She can tell Manju or any of her team members, can you please give me feedback? So this feedback is apart from the evaluation feedback that would be given by the evaluator. Is that clear to all of you? Akashan's, yeah.
Manju, I have a doubt.
Sure.
It says to go even to the base camp. It says, 1 minute, it says, please purchase a path to access the base camp.
Yes, I will tell you. For you know, because you need to choose a path. Yeah, you're doing right. You need to choose a path. I will come to that. Okay. So feedback request, what you can do is, in feedback, say for example, Pinky, you can type in, say, Venkat's name or Sangeeta's name for your next speech. If you see this, there is also an option called badges. Do you see that? Yes. So can you request feedback here? Pinky, can you put Venkat's name or Sangeeta's name there? Yeah. You can search for users here. You need to know their full name, only then you can search. The Toastmaster name, for example, Sangeeta Gauri Shankar. So search for Sangeeta Gauri Shankar. So that way, what you're doing is, suppose your speech is getting evaluated by one person, but you can still get feedback from 4 different people. And their feedback will be there in your base camp every time you log in. So sometimes on the days you feel low, you can always visit your base camp on looking at the badges, and then on looking at all these feedbacks. Definitely you will feel happier. I do that. Yes, so you can click on Venkat Sai. Yes. I don't know why there are 2 Venkat Sais, maybe part of another club. Yes. You can click on Venkat Sai and then he will be giving you feedback. Yes. So you can say, please give me feedback for my next speech. You can just type like that. Please give me feedback for my next speech. in the feedback request. You can all try this. Okay. What I would say is you can all ask feedback from each other. Since all of you are new, you can, when you give a speech, only thing is it should be your club member. You cannot ask feedback from a non-club member. That is one important thing to note. And once you give the feedback, do you want the feedback to be visible only to the managers of pathways? Who are the managers of pathways? Managers are the ExCom members. So the president, VP Ed, etc. can see. Yeah, you can also choose like Pinky just did. I only want myself to see the response. Only me. The feedback given by Venkat Sai will be visible only to me. And she has also requested for a badge. That means now Venkat can also give a badge and Venkat can give a feedback to Pinky. Excellent. Now, if you see Utkarsh Dange has given her a feedback earlier. Do you see that? Congratulations for being the Toastmaster of the month for the March month 2020. And he has given a PDF. He has uploaded a PDF also. I believe it is the Toastmaster of the month certificate, right, Pinky? Yes. And
Yes,
Pinky has also mentioned, thank you, Utkarsh. Do you get it? So it's a place where you can get appreciation or even feedback from other people. And remember, when we give feedback, we always give in a sandwich method. That means first we give positives, large chunk of positives, and then we give 1 or 2 areas of improvement, and again end on a positive note, summarizing the positives as well as the areas of improvement. Okay, always remember to use sandwich technique while giving feedback. So the next we'll go back to the path and we will see the base camp. So shall we go back to the base camp? So what all did we see just now? We saw badges, which you will get the moment you start activating a path, or if you start finishing a level, yes, you will get badges. You can get feedback for any role that you play. Suppose you're playing timer role. Yes, please feel free to get feedback from your team members. How did I do? Okay. My documents is where you can save research material, speech, interesting topics for speech, evaluation feedback, etc., or even your certificates. Suppose you're given some certificates. Yes, the role player of the week, role player of the meeting, best speaker, all these things. Yes, you can save it here. Okay. Next, we will go to opening the innovative planning. But before that, let me first teach you to select a path. So shall we go to the path? So you'll have to go to the first page. Yes. So basically, when you log in, you will come to this page, right? Choose your path. So we are going to now see this. Continue to path selection. Continue to path selection. Okay. Here, you will choose your path language as English, because this club, I think the clubs you're part of is using English. In case your clubs are using Arabic or Tamil or any other language, definitely Chinese, etc., you can see that in the drop down. But the clubs that I think we are taking this training for, most of them have English. So we are requesting you to use English. Next, you will have to answer whether you want to obtain your resources online via the Basecamp or acquire printed materials. That means if you want some manuals to be sent via post, then you have to pay $25 extra. So what we usually do is we don't go for this because it's go green, right? Why should we waste paper? We usually use obtain digital resources online via Basecamp. So what Pinky will do is she will select digital resources now. Can you click that? Select digital resources. Yes.
but it's staying like that only. So let me click to continue and see what happens.
No, I think first, I think that can you just go up? Can you just, yeah, select your path language you did. Okay, this you have to probably, it's not selected yet, yeah. You have to, sometimes the page also has bugs here. It's not getting selected. I think it's loading. It's a bit slow. Please bear with us. There's a slight delay because the Toastmasters website, if you see that circle, right, it's still loading. Yes, I think the server could be slow. And this part of the year, right? April and May, they're having some website upgrade going on. So that means after April 20, you wouldn't be able to select a path until some particular day of May. That has
Until
been
9th May.
until 9th May. Excellent. Thank you, Pinky, for sharing that.
Pinky, you can try now. The server is
Yes.
that.
Select digital resource.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that now once she selected it, automatically that bar became blue. Okay, now there are two options she's getting. How would you like to select your learning path? There are two options. See, it's like selecting your life partner. You can just look at the first person and then say, okay, I want this person, select. That is one. The other is, ask a detailed questionnaire, what are your hobbies? What are these? Do you like watching Netflix? Do you like Toastmasters? What is your life goal, etc., 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 etc. Okay, that is another method. Now, I would say, if you know your life goal clearly, in that case, you can directly go to the first option, view all path options. You will see 11 paths and then say, yes, I will choose one of that. Okay, so for that, first thing you should know is, what is my life goal? Okay, so this is again an assignment for you. Assignment is assignment number 3, life goal. Okay, where do you see yourself? So that means goal for 1 year, both personal and professional. Say personal, maybe get married, professional, maybe, get a promotion, or maybe personal, maybe buy a car. Professional could be maybe start a new business, etc., or maybe go for MBA. Okay, so goal for 1 year, goal for 3 years, goal for 5 years, and goal for 10 years. You need to take a book and then write this down. You need to do some analysis. After that, once you're clear what is the goal for personal and professional, based on that, you can go and view all the path options. For example, what if my personal goal for the next 1 year is to become a stand-up comedian? Shall I open this view all path options? Pinky, can you please open? Yes. We'll just see. Okay, we're just going to experiment. I know my personal goal. Okay, then when I look at it, presentation mastery, that is actually a very basic path. That means it's a safe path for everyone. Okay, so you can note this down, safe paths to choose. As in, even if you close your eyes and choose, these paths are perfectly okay. So that path is presentation mastery. And the next path is leadership development. This is equally good for students, or for professionals, or for housewives, or for business people, or for anyone. These two are basics. They are must. You should have basics of leadership, basic presentation mastery in order to be a professional, right? Or even for your personal life, you may need this. So these are like safe paths to choose, 2 paths. Okay, apart from that, if you go down, can you just go down? I don't want dynamic leadership. I don't want motivation strategies. I have engaging humor. Now, if I have to be a stand-up comedian, if I see strategic relationships, team collaboration, engaging humor, which one would you suggest for me? Remember, my personal goal is in the next 1 year, I should become a leading stand-up comedian. Which one is good for me?
Engaging.
No brainer. Yeah, thank you so much. Who answered that?
Sangeeta.
Fantastic. Yeah, engaging humor. That's right, engaging humor. So in that case, it's easy. I'm very clear on my goal. Next 1 year, this is what. So I will just select engaging humor. Pinky, can you just select engaging humor?
Manju ma'am, I
Yeah.
think Naina has a question. So she's
Yeah, we will take the questions. Shall we keep it? You can put in the chat window. We'll take it at the end of the session. Is it okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Sure, yeah. You can type in the chat window, okay? So if it is so clear to you, you can just go through the 11 parts and just select one. You got it, right? The other way, the analytical way of choosing, okay, may be dependent. Suppose you're not clear. I'm in a job or I'm a student, but I'm not really clear. All these 11 parts look equally good for me. Sometimes when you go to a restaurant, that's what happens, right? all the options seem too good. Right? I want biryani, I want tikka, I want ice creams, I want everything on the menu. Then it's not, I mean, how do I decide? That's when you go back to the previous option again. So Pinky, may I request you to go to the previous option? Yes. Yes. In the previous option, yes, you see, okay, first select digital resources. Yes. Okay, after that, there is a questionnaire. So we are going to take an assessment, take an online assessment. Remember, I told you in order to select your partner, you can ask a series of questions and then look at a match. Like Sangeeta was saying, do you know cooking? Are you obsessed with cleaning the house, etc., etc. Right? In such a case, we can always look at this. Okay, Pinky, this question, if you can read on, I'm having a disruption here. Can you just hold the stage for 1 minute, Pinky?
Yeah, I'll continue. Yeah. So that is the first question like this. What I believe that we will have 25 questions. So when I selected my first part back in 2017, this is what I had done. But I was very clear that public speaking is what I want to be. So in fact, my first part, which I had selected was presentation mastery. So yeah, public speaking, speech writing, and then I suppose I went to networking. And then I click next. So that was just the first question. Now here, if you are doing this, I just have one thing to say. Answer honestly. No one is going to read your answers. These answers will not go to anyone. Answer honestly. Which of the following topics is most relatable to personal and professional goals? Whether it's public speaking, speech writing, networking, definitely it's for me. Public speaking it was. Learning about Dash will help me significantly in my personal career. Public speaking again. I like to get involved in group discussions. I agree. I don't strongly agree, but yes, I agree. Manju, would you like to continue from here?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So now the answers, what Pinky said, will be unique to that person. For Pinky, that may be the primary concern. But if I look at Akash, he may say, I'm already good at public speaking. Maybe I want to improve the communication with my superiors, maybe with my managers, or maybe with my team members, etc. So accordingly, the answers will differ. For now, what we will do is we'll just randomly select agree for all the questions. Are we okay with that? Because we are just doing a random test. Is this okay? But when you're doing, please don't do this. Please spend time. At least 20 minutes would be needed to complete this particular assessment. Is that okay with you? You can type okay in the chat window if you're agreeing. All of you can type okay in the chat window if you're agreeing. Yeah, thank you so much, Himani. Yeah, Satish, thank you. Yes, Naina, thank you. Akash, Sangeeta, fantastic. Yes, for all those who responded, thank you so much. So see now, Pinky is selecting randomly some things, okay? But remember, for you, you have to analyze each question, at least spend 30 seconds before you answer.
Just be honest.
Yeah, be honest. You don't have to look good. For example, it says, I'm not sure what to do with my hands. You don't want to say, no, I know. You can say, yeah, I really don't know. You can put that. When I joined Toastmasters, I had problem in moving on stage. When I move on stage, I forget my speech. If I move my hands, yeah, then that thought flow, gets interrupted. Okay, so now what has happened is based on the question she answered, we have got a response. It says leadership development or presentation mastery is either of these are recommended for her. Now, Pinky or the person who selected has the choice to override it. What if she says, no, I have already worked for 10 plus years. I'm good at leadership. I have done multiple presentations. I don't have a problem with presenting on stage. Neither do I have a problem with presentations. Then she might say, I want to use my coaching skills on someone. Or maybe I want to develop strategic relationships with my clients. Then in that case, she may choose strategic relationships. Or if she says, I already know basics of leadership, but let me enhance my leadership, take it to the next level. In that case, she will choose dynamic leadership. Is that clear? So basics are presentation mastery, leadership development. Advanced ones for leadership are dynamic leadership. Okay. If you want to improve your relationship with customer, with managers, or even with family members or other one, you can always choose strategic relationships. Maybe I should choose that for my next path as well. And then if you want to motivate a person, right? Motivate a person, motivate a team, or if you have to coach a team towards a goal, you may choose effective coaching or motivational strategies. Okay, we already discussed about humor. If you're a leader, you're giving a session on stage, but you want to infuse humor into your leadership talk or into your technical talk, then you can use engaging humor. Okay, you can use engaging humor, and it needn't be stand-up comedy. That was just an example I gave. In Toastmasters, the speeches are different. Speeches will have a proper speech structure with opening, body, and conclusion. Just that we will add an element of humor, like Elon Musk does, right? Certain things Elon Musk says, he makes self-depreciating jokes about his own company. I've seen it on Twitter. If you can go to Google, you'll see a lot of, he even creates memes on himself. Right, when his company's projects, those space shuttle, etc., they actually collapse, he makes, next time I'll make it collapse in this trajectory. Okay, that is engaging humor. Okay, now when it comes to persuasive influence, if you are a business person, if you are a leader, if you are a person who wants to exert some influence over others, like Kalam did, right? Abdul Kalam, when he asked, let's all work towards making India great again. We all feel like doing that. Or when Subhash Chandra Bose said, give me blood, I will give you freedom. People felt like doing that. Or when Mahatma Gandhi said, come on, let's all fight for freedom. Yes, Indians across the states rallied around him and fought for that. So if you want influence over a large circle of people, then yes, persuasive influence would be that. It is also good for aspiring authors, aspiring celebrities, aspiring stage personals, aspiring business and entrepreneurs as well. Persuasive influence. In order to sell, definitely you need to have persuasive influence. If you are a person setting up your own business, or if you are a leader, like Pinky, I know, runs her own courses. Now, for such a person, she may want to use visionary communication. What is the vision of her organization, right? If you're starting a new business, or even if you are in an organization, in that organization, you're heading something. What is your vision for that particular unit? In that case, you will select visionary communication. Okay, team collaboration is again a basic one for everyone. Anyone who wants to work in a team, whether it be at home, in a home also we come together to organize events, right? Weddings, engagements, birthday parties. When you need to work with others, team collaboration would be a good choice, right? So let's now select visionary communication. Pinky, can we select visionary communication? Yes, and we also have innovative planning. If you want to plan certain events, plan things, plan and organize, right? Planning and prioritizing, time management, etc. If that is your area of improvement, you can choose innovative planning. Now, if you are confused how to go about it, you can always have a word with your mentor. You can, if your mentor is not able to guide you, you can always reach out to your president or area director like Pinky, or you can even reach out to me. We would be glad to help you select your path. And again, if you feel like selecting all 5 paths, please avoid a question, one path at a time. First, you finish a path. After you finish a path, you can always go and conquer the world. Okay. One more advantage is in pathways, you can go and open the path and do it in any order that you wish. Typically, we say first finish your level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, you can start, you can do it in parallel. So now we'll go to that particular thing and see. So select visionary communication is what Pinky has selected. So shall we now go back to pathways base camp? Pinky, shall we go to pathways? Yes. Go to base camp. Excellent. So what we did earlier was choose a path. Now we are going to base camp. So we go down and yeah, we are going to the base camp. She has already chosen the path innovative planning earlier. So we're going to open that. Okay, let's go down and open curriculum. Do you see that? Excellent. Now, if you open the curriculum, how many levels are you going to see in this? Quick question. Fastest fingers. Yes, 5. Yes, 5. Excellent. Level 1 to 5. Now, if you see, how much percentage has she completed in this particular path? Can you see the percentage completion?
14.
14%. Excellent. Now, the first level, the first project for everyone is icebreaker. Icebreaker means what? Basically, they say that between you and the audience, there is a wall of ice. First, you need to break the ice. Say, for example, if this is the, this is the wall between me and you, I need to break this first before I become visible and lay myself open to all of you. Is that clear? So in order to break the ice, I first give a speech about myself. Okay, but myself, you can also create a PowerPoint presentation if you find that easy. If you do not feel comfortable, you can just narrate your life story, all about your parents, your family, your current job, studies, your school life, your friends, etc. Now, there are people who have told me they're not comfortable giving icebreakers or giving, in front of a group of strangers. How do I tell all about myself? I don't feel comfortable. For such people, you can always go to the second project, that is evaluation and feedback. In that project, what you need to do is first, any project, first you have to first activate. Do you see research and presenting? We'll first try activating it. Click on activate. Okay, yes. Once you click on activate, you will get the launch button. So what comes first? I'll type in the chat window. First activate and then launch. Okay, activate and then launch. Now she's going to open that. Okay, but typically all the mentors advise you to go with your first speech as icebreaker, but there were some mentees who told me I'm not comfortable giving about my life. In that case, go for research and presentation, create a PPT on any topic, maybe about volcanoes or maybe about Elon Musk, about Twitter, history of Twitter, history of Toastmasters, any particular topic. You can just give a speech on that, 5 to 7 minutes. But icebreaker speech, the one about you, is only 4 to 6 minutes, and the advantage is you can even refer notes for your first speech. So this is how the pathways, that level will look like. Okay. So what you can do is you can just click on begin and it will keep going to the next slide. And if you see on the right side, you see an arrow button, right? You see this arrow at the end? Yeah. If you click on this arrow, it keeps taking you to the next page. If you want to go back, there's a back button as well. Okay, the back arrow for back. So if you keep clicking, you can go through, take notes as well if you want to keep on going. In between, you will see certain floppy disks. Floppy disks, I don't know, the current generation may not even know about something known as floppy disk, but before USBs and all, no, there used to be some storage devices called floppy disk. Those are the save. You can see the save symbol, right? Project checklist. So these things you can download and save to your machine or to your My Documents. You can keep clicking. Now, for every level, you have pre-assessment and post-assessment. When I tell you the word assessment, you don't have to be afraid. There are no marks, but you still need to answer a few questions, just 6 questions. Okay, I am comfortable selecting speech topics. You can say on a scale of 1 to 5, whether I agree, not agree. If I don't agree, I can put 1 also and click next. Okay, she's clicking next. Next, you can select 3. Just click 3 for now. Yeah, 3. Yes, next. Okay, like this, you can answer the pre-assessment questionnaire. Be truthful, because this is something which only you will see. No one else will see this. Be truthful. And after giving the speech, again do the post-assessment. Post-assessment also can be done in a similar manner. Okay. Yes. So that is done. So you have finished your pre-assessment. Okay. Then you have a series of online documentation plus some videos which you have to go through. In certain tracks, there'll be some videos you need to go through, take notes, and then prepare your speech. So if she keeps clicking, click, yeah, research worksheet, speech outline worksheet, many worksheets you will get. You can download those, use for your speech preparation. You can keep clicking next, but I will show you a shortcut technique as well. If you go to the down arrow, yes, Do you see this? She clicked on the down arrow. Then you have the option to jump to whichever page you want. I want Pinky to jump to your evaluation. Excellent. Now, your VP Ed, when scheduling your speech, first they will ask you to send to your mentor the speech. The mentor will review your speech script and if possible, even your audio and video, and then approve your speech. Once they approve, they will ask you to share the evaluation resource. So if you click your evaluation and then open this, yes, this is the PDF you have to share with the VP Ed. Is that clear? You can show thumbs up sign if it's clear for all of you. Excellent. Now the evaluation sheet, you can go through it in your, offline, you can download and go through. If you have any clarification, you can reach out to your VPN or to your mentor. You can also print your entire project. Suppose you want a copy of it for your file. Remember, while printing, there are some rules by Toastmasters. It cannot be used for commercial purpose. That means you cannot take a Xerox or scan and then sell it to others. It's only for your filing purpose or your preparation purpose. Okay. So, and what is the last one? Let's go to the last one. If you click here, it says assess your skills after. Do you remember this? After giving your speech, you still need to say assess your skills after. Okay, so we will now click on this. Yes. Yeah, so she's saying she's feeling more confident after delivering the speech. That's why she's selecting all 4. Yes, and 5. Yes, excellent. Okay, and submit.
I will not submit now because otherwise it will go. I haven't given this project
exactly,
yet.
Yes, yeah, she can't do it because ideally she's not given the speech. So Pinky will have to now give the speech and then click on submit. Once you click on submit, you can actually generate your certificate. That particular, if you finish an entire level 1, all the projects at that time, you can have level 1 completion. In that, you can go and generate your certificate. You will get the certificate only after your VP education or any member of ExCom approves it on Pathways. So is this clear so far? Are you clear on it? Yeah, thank you so much. So remember.
Can I add something?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Manju. So what happens once we complete all the projects, this level 1 completion, you don't see anything here. Because for this part, I haven't completed level 1. Here will come mark complete. We have to click mark complete. You have to tell your Vice President Education that I have clicked mark complete, please approve. And then he approves, then you will be able to get your certificate. But you have to click mark complete here, then only the message goes to Vice President Education.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's correct. Okay, so once she finishes level 1, no, the percentage currently it is showing 0. Each and every level she'll have to complete. Each and every project in level 1 she'll have to complete. In that case, the 0% will become 25% or 100% for her if she completes all the projects. See, in this she has finished 1 project. That's why it's showing 17%. Now for level 3, 4, and 5, you have something known as elective projects. If you open that, you'll be surprised. You have conduct an interview. Suppose you want a job interview and all. In some particular paths, you find job interview, etc. It depends on your path again. Okay. There are, for entrepreneurs, I have seen, prepare for an interview. This is for level 3. This is common for whether you are a entrepreneur, you want to prepare for an interview with the client, or you are a student or a professional going for another interview. What you can do is ask your VP Ed. You can even bring in a subject matter expert. For example, if you're a finance professional or you're a psychologist or you are a IT professional, we can bring a Toastmaster who's a professional from that field and then conduct your live interview online. Fantastic, isn't it? So that way you can even get prepared and you can get feedback from everyone. How did I perform in the interview? Got it, right? In that case, seek feedback from all members of audience. How did I perform in the interview? Maybe you answered well, but your face was showing signs of nervousness. That's enough to reject you in an interview. So, okay, these are some things which you can use for your professional advancement. Level 4 and 5 also, you have options like create podcast, create a social media page, etc., which may be useful for entrepreneurs. In level 5, yes, you see that create a podcast. You can select any one or two. Actually, at every level, only at every path, right? Only one or two electives you need to do. So what that means is in the future paths, you can always complete this. When we go to level 5, there's an important thing called high performance leadership, which Toastmasters love to call it by acronym HPL. What that means is if you're facing a tough challenge in your personal life or in your professional life, you can get a guidance committee for that. Many people, whenever they hit a rough spot, right, instead of believing in the adage which says when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. I have seen what happens is when you hit a rough patch in your career, they say, I cannot renew my Toastmasters membership. I don't have time. I'm facing a challenge. Why do you do that? You institute a guidance committee comprising of leaders from that particular industry, okay, who are Toastmasters, and then do it as an HPL. They will be there to guide you for free. Can you believe that? I'm actually doing one such. In order to expand my business, I have constituted a guidance committee. Same way, one of my Toastmasters, she's having 20 plus years experience. She is doing some mega project in her office. So what we have done is we have got some senior Toastmasters with 20 plus years of experience. They are going to be her in her guidance committee and give her independent feedback. Can you believe it? A cheering committee for yourself, for your personal or professional challenge. Someone says, I want to lose weight. Yes, you can put it as a high performance leadership. Someone is having certain other challenges in personal life or professional life, use it as an HPL. And trust me, you don't have to finish your level 1 to start your level 5. You can do it in parallel because the level 5 may be a 1-year project. Got it? In order to get promotion, it may take 1 year. You can still work on it while you continue to deliver your speeches level 1, level 2, level 3. Only thing is that in order to get the level 5 certificate, yes, you would need to have completed 1, 2, 3, 4. Only then you will get the certificate in hand. But you can do it in any order that you wish, just like Pinky has done. Pinky has gone for level 5 and then she's doing level 4, 3. I think now she'll do level 1. Am I right, Pinky? Excellent.
I
Okay,
have
so
finished the electives. Now
Electives.
compulsory ones, because compulsory ones, yeah.
Fantastic. So now that brings us to the end of this brief session on introduction to pathways. If you need a session on advanced pathways, definitely we can do one, especially for those from XCOM, right? How to approve somebody's certificate, how to, use the pathway admin option. That is an advanced session, which we can conduct it as a separate training. So thank you so much for being part of this session. Now our session is officially ended, but if you have questions, Naina, you can always go ahead with the questions. Should I record the questions also, Pinky?
If the people who are asking questions are comfortable, you can, because the same questions can be someone else also may ask.
Definitely. So Naina, go ahead with your question.
Thank you so much. Actually,
Sure.
I took self-assessment test today,
Okay.
and yeah, I wanted to go with the mastery presentation initially, but after the test, that was a very honest test. I got 3 options. I've written them in the chat box as well. First one was effective coaching. Second one was motivational strategies, and third one was visionary communication. And then I kept on thinking for all of these 3 things, and then, as you said earlier, that I got focused on my goal, that or my ultimate goal is my company's growth.
Okay.
My firm should exceed. So I was confused. What do I want? Yes, I want to be one of the effective speaker, a good speaker, and also I want skills, different skills, so that I may grow with my company as well. So I don't know what to choose as the first option.
You can definitely have an offline chat with your mentor also, because I would also suggest, in addition to effective coaching, motivational strategies and visionary communication, 2 other parts. One, persuasive influence. The second, strategic relationship, because it depends on each company. If your organization, you need to build strategic relationships, or if you're finding that as a pain point, then you can choose that. But persuasive influence, if it will be useful if you want to, speak about your company, and then, maybe create a positive brand kind of image about your company. And of course, it will help if you are trying to hire people, because you want people to believe in the company, right? You need to influence them to probably join your company. It can also help if you want to influence customers to buy your products or services. Persuasive
Exactly.
influence, yes.
And
But an
also to
offline
grab
discussion.
donors.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
am into social entrepreneurship more than reaching customers. I am always interested in, grabbing
Social.
grant opportunities and donors.
Yes, I think social entrepreneurship, I would say persuasive influence is fantastic for fundraising, influencing
Yeah.
people to, contribute generously for a given cause, then persuasive influence. But of course, a offline chat, one-on-one with the mentor or with maybe me or Pinky we could help you in detail. Yes. Any other
Thank you so
questions? Yeah, thank you so much, Naina. Any other question, Akash or Satish? So will you choose your path today, or by tomorrow, would you be able to choose your path? If you have 20 minutes, you can choose your path. Thank you so much, Sangeeta. You're the first person to raise your hands.
So I have a quick question.
Sure.
Always necessary to start with the presentation mastery, or you can choose one of those things? Because
Yeah.
I've been doing presentations, but if I do like take the question, I think I'll end up having a confusion like 9.
Okay.
So I go with what I want for my personal
Yes.
professional, even
Yes.
though the path might look a little difficult,
Yes.
a little advanced. Is it okay? Can you do that? Are you allowed to do that?
Yes, you are allowed to do that. And again, it depends on need of the hour. For example, next 1 year, I want to get more clients, then I might go for persuasive influence. But in the maybe in the long run, I want to build better relationship with my clients, then I might go for strategic relationships for the next path. Not now. What is the need of the hour? For example, if you're really, really hungry, maybe one roti or a slice of bread or rice would do. But maybe if you are in the mind for having lots of maybe desserts and all, that's up to you.
No, I was thinking of going with the visionary path. So
Okay.
because
Visionary will be useful if you're going to set up your own organization and you need to, or if you're leading a particular unit or leading a particular group in a particular company. In that case, what is your vision for that group? If you have to communicate, visionary communication would be helpful. I would say that's an advanced thing, as in first start off with something which helps you get on the ground, and then you can build on it. But again, up to you. Suppose you are at a stage of the business, you are the best judge of your situation. You know that, okay, I've already built the organization. Now it's time. Yeah.
Since you're discussing, I just thought I'm actually in the HPL position, high priority kind of thing. I want to find what my vision is, so
Yes.
what I have to do. So that when you were explaining, it looked like something that would be beneficial. So anyway,
I think finding a vision is different from visionary communication. Those are two different things. So if you need, maybe you can put shortlisting my vision, or what is my vision. To find that, you can do an HPL, and then later you can take visionary communication. But then again, you are the best judge of your situation and your life. So take the call, but of course take inputs from mentors. You can also have a chat with Pinky and others as well. So if you don't have questions, we will now stop the recording and then take any post-meeting chats, etc. Is that okay, Pinky?
No. We cannot start recording now because there's something. I'm just checking where did that go. Yeah, I got it. So there's something for you, distinguished Toastmaster Manju, a certificate of appreciation. And once again, I'll just share it. I'm not sure if it's visible.
Yes, it's visible. Thank you so much. This was really a surprise.
So this is for you, a heartfelt thank you for taking this session, and thank you for making everyone's life easier, because when I also joined Toastmasters, it was not easy to understand. Of course, when I joined, we got manuals and it was easy. But in 2018, when it changed to pathways, I didn't want to continue with Toastmasters. I said, no, I've got books, I've got manuals. I don't want to move off online. I don't want to do this. But then I'm in love with pathways now. So thank you for that, and please accept this token of appreciation.
Thank you so much, Pinky. A tremendous honor to get a certificate that too from you, signed, TEDx speaker Toastmaster Pinky Bahroos. Tremendous. I would say it's my privilege to take a session for all of you, and I wish each and every participant of this particular session who are attended and who would be watching it on YouTube or as a recording, I wish each one of you tremendous success, transform with Toastmasters to achieve the true potential that you have been blessed with. Each of you is unique. You have a unique life and you have a unique talent. Up to you to discover what is your unique talent, or one or more talents in some cases, and then create a goal and work on your goals. My one humble request to each one of you would be, please do at least one level a year. If possible, do one level every 6 months. And if you are in a fast track mode, or if you have more time, definitely go ahead, switch off your TV, switch off your Netflix, Amazon Prime, etc. And then concentrate on winning a triple crown by finishing 3 levels in a single year. If you finish 5 levels in a single year, you get Pathways Celebrity or Pathways Champion Award from Toastmasters as well.
Toastmasters.
Yeah. So all the best to you. Remember, it's a self-paced learning, no comparison, unlike your 10th standard or 12th standard or your college life. Here, you can do at your own pace. I can say, if my goal was to finish one level, I achieved it. I am successful. Tick mark. Pinky can say, my goal was to do 3 levels. She did it. She's successful. Sangeeta can say, I am successful. I did 5 levels. Akash may say, I did 2 levels. That was my target. Target met successful. So each one of you can script your own success story, because you are going to get on the highway to success by embracing pathways. So pathways to success, all yours. Thank you and bye-bye. Wish you a good day.
Thank you so much, Manju.
Thank you. I'll now stop recording with your permission.